These are the 5 horror cliches that I absolutely hate when people do it, and how you can fix them. If you don't know me, my name is Rahul and I've made 4 short films on this channel so far, and one of them even won the Best Short Film Award at my college. And if you watch this video till the end, I'm going to show you how you can fix these horror cliches if you want to write a horror story by yourself. Cliche number 1, gore with no purpose. See, most horror short films try to use gore, violence as a means to scare the audience, as a shock factor. But they don't realize if it doesn't serve the story, it wouldn't connect. Like, for example, the character suddenly starts to act violent, kills someone, or maybe stabs people, but if the story doesn't explore why is he so violent, how does he get access to those tools, the violent weapons, what led him to do such act, if the story doesn't explain those sorts of things, then it wouldn't connect, it wouldn't be believable. And also the gore factor, the consequence of the gore is, if it's not established properly, it would ruin the immersion as well. It's like the writer is deliberately trying to impress you with his cool, brutal things, gruesome kills, but it doesn't serve any purpose to the story. Then it will have no weight at all. For example, a character sees another character, head gets blown off, and he gets scared in the moment, but in the next scene he does whatever the writer told him to do, and he just does the actions and everything without any long-lasting impact of whatever he just saw. And that kills the emotion, like I said. So how do you fix it? Make the violence of the character tied down to his motivations. Like, why is he being so violent? What made him do such violent acts? And also that violence and gore should have a consequence, an aftermath, for the people who are involved in it, for people who saw it, for people who were victim. It should leave an everlasting impact on the audience, on the characters, which would affect their decisions that they're going to take on as the story progresses. And if you want deep analysis on how to integrate violence in your story and make it more sense, then you can just join my paid program. It'll be the top link in the description. And cliche number 2, cheap jump scares. It's in the name itself, it's cheap. Jump scares are just used for cheap thrills, without any build up, without any tension, without any dreadful atmosphere, to just startle the audience for just 1-2 seconds and then pretend that it's scary. But in reality, they were just startled. They were just expecting that loud noise that you're going to put out in that particular scene. That's it. Startling someone for 1-2 seconds isn't the same as scaring them. Scaring them requires build up, tension, atmosphere, everything which drags up to a point and then breaks it when it's least expected. So what is the exact way to fix this? How do you do jump scares properly? Like I already told you, build up to it. Use subtle indications that the environment in which the character is in is not safe. Like, for example, the character might be in a dark hallway, and don't just put a jump scare right in the next second. Wait, why is the hallway scary? Show some lights flickering. Show some faint voices whispering down the hallway, or maybe some scratches on the walls. Build up to it. Let the audience feel that there's something wrong about this hallway, but I'm not really sure what. And make it more obvious and obvious, little by little. And then pull out a jump scare. And even then, using jump scares could be tricky, because if you just want to scare the audience by showing some scary image on the screen, then that wouldn't last that long. Show the evil entity or the ghost or the killer have an intention. Grab the character's leg and slash it off, or grab it or try to pull it. Have some intentions for the killer, for the ghost, for the evil entity. Don't just make the only goal for your evil entity is to just scare the audience, scare the character, and just leave, go offline. Have some intentions. Cut some arm, cut some limbs, or make your character barely escape the chaos. Cliche number 3 is using the same old haunted house. I mean, come on, man. How many more films are we supposed to see? The same old story of a family moving in an apartment where the previous owner died, and some fucked up shit happens in the apartment, and now they have a ghost in their house that scares them. That's basic the whole plot of 80 to 90% of the horror films based on the concept of haunted house. Come on, man. Pick a different location. There's a lot of things out there that you can use and horrify it. You can use amusement parks. You can use old hospitals. You can use old factories. I mean, Be creative, man. I mean, sure, if you want to use this haunted house trope, that's absolutely fine, but try to make it fresh, try to make it original. Because horror is a really difficult genre to do well. Because people expect originality. Because people get numb the more you scare them. So you always need to bring out something fresh every single time. So try to add something new, something fresh in this haunted house trope itself. The one horror film that I saw was called Within, which was the same premise. It was haunted house, but it was pretty creative, it was pretty fresh. The basic premise of the film was a guy was living inside the walls of a house, and at night he comes down inside the house and eats in the family's fridge, and then just crawls back up to the ceiling and goes to the attic and lives there for years without the family knowing. On paper it might sound funny, but it's absolutely fucking horrifying if you think about it. A random dude living in your own house without you even knowing. He sees you sleeping, he sees you eating, he sees you arguing with your parents, and you don't even know he's there. That's a really interesting way to go with an already overused trope like haunted house and try to do something like that. Fresh, unique, and interesting. And cliche number 4 is explaining too much about rituals or horror rules. Because at some point in a horror film, some random priest or some exorcist comes on and says that you need to do this specific set of actions in order to beat the ghost, in order to beat the evil entity, in order to beat the killer. And it feels like a fucking lecture. It feels like an instruction tutorial or something. The reason why it ruins the horror aspect of the film is that it clogs the narrative. It dumps the information on audience's face and it confuses the audience. It lets the tension go away. And the characters also act like they've memorized everything, which is pretty unrealistic, and it also breaks the emotion as well. So how to fix it? If you have a set of instructions for a ritual or for a way to beat a ghost or a horror entity or anything, the best way to do is to reveal the information slowly through the scenes. Don't just dump in all the information at once. Go step by step. Show them. Show the consequences before explaining the rules. Show what happens if the action is done, and also if it's not. Let the characters struggle, suffer, grow, and doubt themselves along the way. In the movie The Ritual, the details of the actual plot itself slowly gets revealed as the characters face the danger. It doesn't just quickly dump in all the information. The characters slowly figure out themselves. There's no priest or exorcist or some random hobo what they're going up against who explains every single thing about this horror thing, this ritual, this haunted shit, this cursed shit. They figure it out by themselves, by actually being in that scenario, in that danger. And the audience slowly understands what the plot is about, what the ritual is about. Why is this necessarily cursed? Without running into the problem of not getting it or getting confused. Cliche number 5, killing of random unimportant side characters. The reason why they die is to show how scary this evil entity is, this killer is. They don't add anything to the story. I absolutely hate when people do this in their films. They use these lives of these side characters just to explain how powerful this killer or this ghost is, for the shock value or for the split second shock that the audience feels. It feels too artificial, it feels too disrespectful to the audience because the writer is just using these side characters to basically show some really cool scenes, but the characters don't serve any purpose to the actual story. And so how to fix this? Tie every death that happens to the character's emotions or choices. Characters, I mean the protagonist. Show how the relationship changes, how the trauma carries within the protagonist when a particular character dies. That makes the story feel more grounded. Make the protagonist make the decisions which are influenced by the character's death. Have a clear relationship with the side characters and not just use them as a bait. And a 6th cliche that I forgot to tell is everyone lives at the end. It's a horror film, bro. There should not be a good ending. There should not be a clean resolution. There should be a resolution, of course, but it should not be clean. It should not be happy, beautiful, everything is the way it was before. I don't really like that, because if nothing changes, what's the point of watching the whole movie? In order to fix this, kill off a few important characters that are very close to the protagonist. Or even if you don't want to kill anyone, make sure that they're not the same person they were before the incident. Show their life after the incident, after what happened. They could pretend they're happy, they're normal, but deep inside, They are broken, they are hollow, they are deeply affected by whatever happened in the movie, in the film. The trauma should carry forward, not just get deleted and everything is fine and we deleted the entity, we deleted the ghost. Why am I saying deleted? We killed off the ghost. We did it, yay! Come on, man. That's not realistic, that's not grounded. I mean, it's my personal preference of whatever I said in this video. And if you fix these horror cliches in your own horror story, I guarantee that you'll make a really engaging horror short film. If you have any horror cliches in mind that I've not covered in this video, I'd love to hear them. Just drop them in the comment section below. And if you want deeper analysis, feedback on your own short films or your scripts, or just want to become a better filmmaker, join my paid community. It'll be the top link in the description. And I'll see you later.